Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the Shadow Work Tarot reading for the sign of Virgo. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading and it's also timeless. So this could be in relation to events that have already taken place in the past, things that are currently playing out in your present circumstances, things that may come up in your near future or even beyond. So it's important to be aware of that. However, I do feel that you will receive this message at the time where you need to hear it. Now, with regards to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from each of the three oracle decks I have here. So we'll start with the Dark Mirror deck, we'll then move over to the Angelarian, and then we'll get one from the Moonology. With regards to the Tarot, I'll pull some cards to provide further insight from the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. Okay, so let's get shuffling and see. So, while I'm doing that for you, Virgo, just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means so much to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this online community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when the readings go up for you on the channel. Okay, if you would like to book a personal reading with myself, you can find the information in the description box below, along with the link for my Patreon if you would like to become a member. There you'll have access to exclusive tarot readings you won't find anywhere else, okay, as well as spiritual guidance videos and more, so check it out. Alright, into your reading, Virgo. So the card you got is Dark Flower Fragrance. Interesting. It's been a little while since I've got this for any of the signs. So yeah, Virgo. I feel like you're doing a lot of processing. I feel like your heart chakra is being opened up for healing at this time because there's so much emotions in there that's pouring out of you. I feel like you've been through a lot of pain. You know, you're feeling a lot of longing and lost and a desire. I get a real strong desire for love, okay? Like, I just want to feel loved and be in a position where I can express it as well. So you want that reciprocated love, essentially. And I feel like it is in a romantic sense with those of you that I'm picking up on. Because perhaps your previous connections didn't work out. Maybe you felt like you weren't on the same page, that, you know, the kind of love that you have to give, you were not receiving in return. You know, things of that nature. And it's because you have this depth, right? There is a real emotional depth to your being, Virgo, right? I know they often associate those kinds of energies with the water signs, but that's not to say any other sign cannot feel it. I feel like those of you who I'm picking up on, you do have that emotional depth to your being, right? And you could even have like strong water placements, but it doesn't matter either way. You do have this emotional depth and you want to connect with a like, I was going to say a like mind, but more like a like soul, right? So that's what I'm getting for you. And that's why you're being opened up and you're having a lot of these heavier, you know, deeper emotions when it comes to your pain and suffering and hurt and loss and guilt and fear and shame. All of that shadow stuff is pouring out of you this time from your heart space to be transmuted and healed, so that you are in a healthier position to receive the love that's probably coming your way much sooner than you think, because I really feel like there is a reason this is being deeply alchemized within you now, because this love that you've been so badly wanting, you know, that means so much to you, is coming in very, very soon. So that's interesting. Let's see what the Angelarian has to say about any of this, see what guidance we can get from the divine, as well as the synchronistic events that may take place or signs that can bring a deeper message with regards to this to your conscious awareness. So let's see. Ooh, did not see that coming. So you have Hasmet, Angel of Annihilation. Sounds very dramatic, I know, but the reality is Hasmet comes in to do the heavy lifting, right? He comes in to just take an axe to all things that no longer serve you or the collective or the highest good of all, right? So that's essentially what he does. He's like the angelic grim reaper that comes in and just takes an axe to anything that is not serving the highest good, right, of all. And with you, yeah, I mean, it's literally coming in to take all of this pain and suffering and despair and all the more negative energies and feelings out of your heart space. You know, you see how he's even like pointing to it. Like when I put these cards together, it's like you're looking at him like kind of a bit afraid, but trusting in the process, right? And he's just drawing all of this negativity out of your heart space so that you can be renewed, healed, you know, and that your heart can be light again so that you are in a better position to receive this love that's coming in. So he's working for your highest good to purge all of these heavier emotions and darker emotions, as well as the pain you're experiencing or have been experiencing, and anxiety, things of that nature. So it's very, very, very positive, actually. You know, despite it looking very dark and dramatic, it's very positive. It's like the death card, you know. It can look dramatic, but it's actually transformative. It's actually bringing a newness in as a result. So it's like the death rebirth kind of cycle that's playing out for you right now. So we'll go over to Hazmat's energy and see what the signs are for this in case it comes up in your 3D reality. So the signs for his energy, I just said that. Anyway, a hood, an eclipse, an empty field. A hood, an eclipse, an empty field. So any of those things could come up and be somewhat significant to you. It can be in any shape or form. It doesn't have to be something that you're seeing outside. This could be something that you see in a photo that just for some reason holds your attention as something significant. And perhaps there is something around that is being relayed to you as a divine message to show you that this is taking place, that this, you know, transmutation is happening. So awesome. Okay, so let's continue and see what the Moonology has to say, what other guidance we can pull to help you with this process. Well, that just came flying out. Wow, so you got a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So you could be dealing with a fire sign or have fire prominently in your chart, Aries possibly, right? But I feel like either way, it's saying like, yeah, this is coming to an end, right? That's why this is being uprooted, and you may see some really like crazy shit happening, to be honest with you, in your reality, because all of that you've been harboring, all of the heaviness, all of the pain, all of the darker, deeper emotions, all of the things that have been triggering your shadow, all of that is being wrenched out of your heart space. So that is going to play out in your physical reality as well. You may have a moment where you get to confront certain people and really bring it close to that chapter. You may have a situation where someone removes themselves from your life. You might have a situation where, you know, you feel like you can finally say what needs to be said and just walk away, you know. So yeah, it can come up in various different ways in your physical reality, which I don't doubt it will in some shape or form, right? But you will have the opportunity to free yourself from all of this, is what I'm getting. So again, awesome. I like it. Wow. And I literally just picked up the tarot deck, and at the bottom of the deck you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is it. New beginning, right? A whole new cycle. This is going to be life-changing. So that's why you need these like really intense, you know, energies to come through at this time, to do this purging, to get rid of all of this dark energy, right? So that you can step into the newness and this beautiful abundance that's coming in for you. A fresh start in love, in some aspect of your material world as well. Interesting. So I really like that. So it's like, you know, you seeing the light at the end of the tunnel after a very long journey through a dark tunnel, right? But it's, the end is in sight, right? With that fiery climax approaches. So awesome. Truth. So, yeah, amazing. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Wow, of course. We're just talking about it. Truth. And what comes out? Ace of Swords, of course. Yeah. A lot of processing, a lot of purging for you, Virgo, no doubt. Ooh, interesting. I need to pull another card for that moon. Whenever I get a moon card just like that without any clarifiers, I have to pull one because it's a significant energy, you know. That's something that needs to be, ooh, wow, okay. It's something that needs to be understood, you know. So, on some level. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so let's get into it. So the first card you have here, let me pull it back a little bit, just so I have a bit of space. So the first card, Ace of Swords, as we were talking about. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So Virgo, there is a truth being brought to you, right? Something is coming into your awareness. And like I said, I feel like it's going to be attached to this. I feel like someone's coming towards you with some information that's going to blow your mind, right? It's going to be a shocking revelation. And I feel like when that comes in, you're going to be like, holy crap, like I see this clearly now. It makes so much more sense now, you know, because you felt like there was something you were missing and you didn't have closure, you know, and I feel like that's what kind of contributed to this building up in your heart space, right? Like, oh my gosh, what is it now? Like, what could it be? There's just so much that is still unknown to me. Well, it's not now. The truth is coming out. It's being brought to you. It's divinely guided that the truth comes out at this time because you are ready to do this purging. You're ready to just take an axe to whatever it is that doesn't serve you anymore and move towards your new beginning because it is coming. Amazing. Next card you have is the Devil. Capricorn energy, could be dealing with a Capricorn, someone who has significant Aries and Capricorn placements I'm getting. But I feel like whoever this is, right, that you're dealing with, that's coming towards you with this truth, someone who has been in the past very manipulative, very deceptive, very self-serving, likes to take unnecessary risks and get themselves caught up in all sorts of drama just for the entertainment of it, right? There's someone who's just not very well thought out, to be honest with you, but they live for the drama. They like being elusive and kind of mysterious and not very clear, but they're coming forward now with some truths about how toxic they really were, why they were behaving the way they were, why they hurt you in the way they did, you know, and they might be even trying to make amends here, but I feel like, you know, once you get this information, you're going to process it, you're going to say your piece, and you're going to move on. So, interesting. Okay. So the next card you have is the Two of Swords here. So more air energy. So I feel like you do still have to make a decision though. You can choose whether to block this person out of your life entirely for good, or if you can give them a chance and, you know, just hear them out and just be like, okay, well, you know, I accept your apology, you know, we can see how things go, or I accept your apology, but, you know, I need some time to think about it, right? But I feel like, to be honest, because of how the swords are presented in this particular deck, I feel like you're more likely to block this person out. Like, oh, well, thanks for telling me the truth. It's very clear now. I really get to see the true reality of who you are and what you represent. Goodbye. You know, it's kind of like that. So I feel like the majority of you who this reading is for, you are going to more likely just cut this person out of your life, or you're going to create, if you don't cut them out, you're going to create some very clear boundaries, right? Like you will not let this person get close to you like they did before. Very clear boundaries. So it's either one or the other, you know, but I do feel like a lot of you will just cut this person out for good. But those who don't, yeah, it's going to be very different this time around. Okay, so the next card you have is the Seven of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So Virgo, you're going to be thinking about what it is that you want, right? It's like, okay, I'm not going to be a fool and put myself in the same position with the same type of energy or even the same person. Because what would be the point in going through all this if I just end up in the exact same situation? Like, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to think about it. But at the same time, You know, how will I know if something's right for me or not? How will I know that I'm not stepping into another trap? You know, because I want to be sure. So I feel like, you know, as much as sometimes this card can represent illusions and being caught up in the fantasy and not seeing things clearly, I don't feel like it's like that in this case. I feel like, you know, it's about you wanting to make sure that you don't end up in that situation, right? So you're very clear on what it is that you want and what you don't want, hence the boundaries, right? But you're just trying to make sense of what it is that you want moving forward. I feel like especially as you come out of this space, when you have this dramatic moment and you close this chapter out, you're then going to be opened up and ready to explore new possibilities. So that's the energy you're moving towards. And that's where it gets a little more tricky, because it's like, so what do I want? You know? So how am I going to approach this? Interesting. And then as your potential outcome here, the moon in reverse, okay? So Pisces and Cancer energy. And then you've got Scorpio as well. So you've got all water signs pretty much represented in the potential outcome here. So you may very well connect with a water sign, someone who's got very strong water placements, like water heavy charts, right? Or you could have a water heavy chart. But I feel like regardless, there is a lot that's being brought to your awareness. You're very clear now. You're not in the dark. Things are lining up, right? Things are starting to make a lot more sense now. Now that you have the information that you've been waiting on, it's like, okay, I see now, right? I see very clearly the reality of this. Even if, you know, there's still some parts of it you have to fill in the blanks or read between the lines. It's so obvious what they are. It's not that you're reaching or fetching, like it's so clear, right? It's being mapped out from you by what this person is saying. So you're like, okay, I totally see it now, right? And you're just like, well, thanks for letting me know. I'm going to go off and rebuild elsewhere. You know, it's pretty much like that. So I feel like it is designed to help you put yourself in a position where you can free yourself from all of this and be ready to rebuild elsewhere, possibly with someone new. Because I'm telling you, I've been feeling it. For some of you, there is someone significant coming in, and that's why this is being triggered now. But for others of you, it's just so you can continue on your journey and you're not carrying this anymore into your new beginning, because it'd be such a waste, you know, if you was going into this new opportunity and it being sabotaged because of whatever this is. So I feel like that's why it's closing out for you now. But Virgo, this is actually an awesome reading. I know it's not easy coming out of this energy, but understand that this is being transmuted for you, and this is coming up fast, you know. So don't be surprised if this revelation comes in for you very soon after watching this reading. And just know that it's all going to work out for your highest good, and it's going to at last free you from all of this pain, right? So I'm sending you so much love, so much warmth, Virgo. I really hope this helped. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Don't forget to hit the notifications bell. And yeah, we'll see if any of this comes up in your next reading. But regardless, just know that it's all being done to help you. You know, the universe is working hard to bring an end to this and to free you from this so that you can move forward to your beautiful, abundant new beginning. All right? So lots of love, Virgo. And I will speak to you guys soon. Bye.